Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Comet Activities Network as we bring you basketball action tonight, live over the internet from Iowa City, Iowa, and Regina High School. This is Tim Foley bringing you the action tonight. Tonight and all season long, West Liberty Girls Basketball, sponsored by Iowa City Orthodontics. At Iowa City Orthodontics, our goal is to provide the highest quality treatment orthodontics has to offer, while truly keeping the patient's needs and desires in mind. We realize every person is different, and we will do our very best to tailor what we do to each person's wants and needs. Contact our Iowa City office at 319-338-7931 or our Muscatine office at 563-263-1000 for more information or schedule an appointment. Thank you to Iowa City Orthodontics for your support of West Liberty High School girls basketball. And as we get going here, we got about 4:40 to go tonight. I'm not going to have a video for you. Sorry, everybody, in this matchup between the Regals and the Comets. But we will have the audio for you tonight, so you can listen in all night long. As we get going here tonight, in the girls' game to start off, the number 2 rated Regina Regals in Class 2A come in at 19-1 and 11-0 in the conference. West Liberty comes in at 9-11 4 and 7 in the conference. Overall, these two teams, they met earlier this year in a matchup that Regina won 67-21 on January 7th. But this will be the second meeting this year. Regina has 5 in a row in the series now. Last West Liberty win was on February 4th in 2022, a 44-38 victory back then. Regina comes in winning their last 5 by a pretty healthy margin. A close game against Seoul on a 5-point victory on February 1st. West Liberty comes in, unfortunately, with a 2-game losing streak, losing to Durant and to Benton, losing to Benton last night 35-30. Before that, they had rattled off 3 straight wins, the last one coming on January 30th, a 56-34 win over Midland. So 3-2 in their last 5. As we come into tonight, leading scorer for the Regals is Morgan Miller, putting together an all-state caliber senior season. The all-time leading scorer in Regina history now is Morgan Miller, surpassing, I believe, Mary Crompton. For that title recently. They're led in rebounds by Kate Martin, 116 rebounds for Martin, and Addie McLaughlin, the freshman, 114 assists on the year. West Liberty led in points this year by the freshman Kylie Dowfelt. She's been a nice bright spot in the season for the Comets, and along with that, lead in rebounds and assists, Pearson Hall with 113 rebounds and 87 assists. Bringing some other stats to you as we get started here tonight. Leading Kylie Dowfeld, averaging 14.2 points per game. That's a nice, healthy clip for the freshman. And second on the team is Pearson Hall at 11.4, and then Sully Hall at 10.4 points per game. Mal Wolf averaging 4.6 points per game. The 4th leading scorer on the year. In terms of rebounds, besides Pearson Hall, Dowfelt averaging 5.6 per game, Sully Hall 4.1, and Mal Wolf 3.6, along with Porter Maurer 3.6 rebounds per game as well. The Regals pack a kind of a 2-point punch. Morgan Miller averaging 20.9 points per game. But then you got Addie McLaughlin at 17.9, another freshman, and the freshman here for Regina, and then Ella McLaughlin at 10.8 points per game. They have a pretty balanced attack. They have had a pretty remarkable year at 19-1. West Liberty can come into here tonight, try to shorten the game up a little bit, try to stick close, and maybe pull off a little bit of a upset as they face number 2 ranked team in all of 2A. We are just 48 seconds away from the start of the game and starting lineups as we get going here. In my old stomping grounds, as we get going tonight between the Regals and the Comets. Again, Tim Foley bringing the action tonight. Thank you for listening in. We want to make sure all of our sponsors get recognized. The Comet Activity Network is also sponsored by Brad Akers with Robertson Real Estate, South Six Trucking, Wheelie Chevrolet, West Liberty Athletic Booster Club, West Liberty State Bank, Feldman Performance Gym, Craig Jones Trucking, and West Liberty Golf and Country Club. And again, the title sponsor for girls basketball is the Iowa City Orthodontics. Just down the road here, down Rochester Avenue, you'll find Iowa City Orthodontics.
Regina High School in senior night, where sportsmanship is an expectation. So please let the players play.
And we are just a moments away from the starting lineups
These athletic events will have
tonight.
positive influence on the lives of the young people involved if we work together to make sportsmanship.
So reading the sportsmanship message here.
Regina is a Catholic school, and we begin each.
And they're going to pause for prayer.
You're invited to stand as we ask for.
And I will pause as they read the prayer.
Lord our God, we thank you for this day and for the opportunity to participate in this athletic event. Be with the athletes and the coaches. Help them to do their best as individuals and as team players. Keep everyone safe from injury. As representatives of our respective schools, help us to demonstrate good sportsmanship, fair play, and respect for others. Bless and protect all those who have traveled here today. Grant them a safe trip home. May we always rejoice in the realization of your presence with us at every moment. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. West Liberty Comets coming in with a record of 9 and 10 for the C. At guard, a 5'2" sophomore, number 2, Sully Hall.
Sully Hall. Again, that's announced all the West Liberty starters here first. Will be starting.
5'3" senior, number 5, Pearson Hall.
Pearson Hall, the senior. Lead rebounder and assist getter for the Comets this year.
A guard, 5'6", freshman, number 11,
Kylie Dalfelt, the leading scorer, second in rebounding this year for the Comets.
A forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 20, Porter Maurer.
Porter Maurer, sophomore.
And at forward, a 5'8" junior, number 22, Mallory Wolf.
And number 22, Mallory Roof, the junior.
Coached by assistant Troy Wolf and head coach Jeff Laughlin.
And Troy Wolf and Jeff Laughlin announced as the coaches for West Liberty as they come in tonight. Again, 9 and 11 overall, 4 and 7 in the conference. And they got the lights turned off and a spotlight here for the intros for Regina. West Liberty wearing their road black uniforms, blue lettering, white outline on it. A little intro video as becoming the norm at most sporting events. New scoreboards and video boards here at Regina. And the starters for the Regals.
Coming in with a record of 19 and 1, 11 and 0 in the RBC. At center, a 6-foot sophomore, number 35, Natalie Klein.
Natalie Klein, a starter, sophomore for the Comets.
5'5", freshman, number 24, Addie.
Number 24, Addie McLaughlin, the freshman.
And now your Regal seniors. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 12, Ella McLaughlin.
Ella McLaughlin, a senior, one of the seniors on senior night here for the Regals.
A 5'8" senior, number 10, Caitlin Martin.
Caitlin Martin, another senior, getting announced on senior night.
And rounding out the Regal lineup, a 5'6" guard.
And Morgan Miller, number 1, the senior All-time leading scorer in Regal history now, Morgan Miller, announced. Andrew Meister, Jordan Christopherson, and Mary Rogers, the coaches. And we will pause again here for the national anthem before we get started with the game.
Of our national anthem. Tonight's officials, Joshua Breaker, Jason Marlowe, and Andrew Rozier.
And as we get started here again, Regina and West Liberty starting off here, girls basketball game. Renewing a long-time rivalry. As both teams finishing up in their huddles here. Tim Foley bringing the action tonight. Thank you to Iowa City Orthodox for being our title sponsor for girls basketball. As we get going here, Mallory Wolf ready to jump center. She will jump center against Adelie Klein. West Liberty with the defensive formation. 4 players behind Wolf on the tip. They get it out. Regina controls the tip to start. And first shot up from Ellen McLaughlin. No good. Rebound dug out by Caitlin Martin. She kicks it to Addie McLaughlin. Pearson Hall gets a hand on that and taps out of bounds. It'll be Regal ball underneath their own basket. 7:51 to go here in the first quarter. Addie McLaughlin inbounds. Got a wide open look for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, though, is tapped around. And it is Caitlin Martin with the first bucket of the game. And a 2-0 lead for the Regals. Pearson Hall working against Martin, gets it over to Maurer on the left side. Now up top to Wolf. Wolf takes the 3, a little short. Rebound by Morgan Miller. Miller passes it quickly up ahead to Ella McLaughlin, who races ahead and hits the layup on the right-hand side for 2, and it's 4-0 early. Regina starting off in looks like full court man-to-man, pretty lazy man-to-man, just token pressure at this point. Pearson Hall with the dice drive, left-hand layup, a little too hard. Adelie Klein the backside does get the rebound. Mal Wolf's going to pick up an early sort of quickie foul, tried to reach in and slap that ball away from Klein and was unable to do so. McLaughlin brings it across over in the corner, the left wing to McLaughlin. Morgan Miller, a deep 3, no good. Rebound battle underneath. Klein gets it and goes up and hits the shot. And a foul call. Basket's good, and they're going to call that on Porter Maurer. 2 quick fouls here for the Comets. 6-0 lead here. Klein to the free throw line. Shot up and no good. Rebound goes to Pearson Hall. She brings it up the right side of the court. Stops at the 3-point line. Waiting for a screen from Wolf. Nothing there. Good cut by Kylie Dowfelt. Gets it on the handoff. Back to Pearson on the left side. Wolf at the elbow. They're going to give her space. Over to Sully Hall on the right wing. She looks inside to Pearson. Nothing there. Sully with the left-handed drive. Down to Kylie. Kylie shoots the 3. That was tipped a little bit. Rebound goes to Morgan Miller. Miller quickly into the front court. Pulls it back out. Over to Ella McLaughlin up top. 2-3 zone here by the Comets. More like a 2-1-2 to kind of take away that middle. They get it into Klein on the baseline. Wolf is there. Pearson Hall tries to go down. Morgan Miller takes a deep three. Rebound goes off a couple hands and back to Morgan Miller. Ella McLaughlin shoots for three and hits it. Quick timeout here from Coach Laughlin and a 9-0 West Liberty run to start Regina run to start the game as they lead with 6:02 left to go in the first quarter. Rebound on that three by Morgan Miller went right off of both Wolf and Klein. It was kind of a hard ball back at them. They both put their hands up and both went off their hands, went right back to her. She swung it around to McLaughlin and she got the three. Coach Laughlin wanted a little bit more on the defensive effort there. Two quick fouls, one on Porter Maurer, one on Mal Wolf. Here in the first 2 minutes of the game. Sully Hall will inbound here. Dowfelt and Pearson Hall in the front court. They're going to be picked up. Looks like they're going to pick up still man-to-man, a little bit tighter as they pick up in the zone. They let the ball in and continue to just back up, so Pearson, no trouble bringing it across. She drives in the lane, nothing going. To Maurer up top, over to Sully Hall on the left. Sully with the drive, knocked away by McLaughlin, but Dowfelt gets it, goes up, and a foul is going to be called there. And two shots. And they're going to get McLaughlin.
Number 12, McLaughlin.
McLaughlin on the foul. Dowfelt will shoot two. And she makes the first. West Liberty on the board, down 9-1. Dowfelt, second one is good. Straight through the net. There we go. We'll take that. First points on the board. They kick it up quickly to Ella McLaughlin. She thought about the wide open three, did not take it. Morgan Miller up top now. Now over to Martin, to the other McLaughlin. Klein back up top to Martin. Martin dribbles in against the 2-3 zone. Good reach there by Mallory Wolf. Tried to tap that one, but couldn't get her hands on it. Taps it out of bounds. Still remains Regal ball underneath their own basket. 5:26 to go here. 9-2 lead for the Regals. They kick it into Klein to McLaughlin. They're going to do the corner shot for Morgan Miller. In and out, no good in the three-point shot. Pearson Hall clears the rebound on the backside. She passes ahead to Kylie Dowfelt. No one got back. Dowfelt with the left-handed layup. She scored the last 4 points. 9-4 now. West Liberty picking up in a little 1-2-2 zone, trying to trap. Regina breaks that, kicks it outside. Morgan Miller drives the lane, puts up a little scoop shot, no good. Rebound by Klein to McLaughlin, who thought about the three. Over to the other McLaughlin. Down to Klein, who had sealed Maurer down low on the reversal. And it's 11-4. Pearson Hall picked up by Martin. Wolf on the left wing. She's got Klein on her. Wolf can drive on that. A little bit harder. She had to pick up her dribble. Sully Hall dribbles and then throws it away. McLaughlin with the pass up ahead. Morgan Miller tracks it down. A little bit out of control on that break. They get back under control, do the Regals, and they set up top. Addie McLaughlin. They kick it over to the right side, trying to overload that zone. They kick it to the left. McLaughlin, cross-court pass to Miller. Miller shoots for three, in and out, no good. Rebound secured by Wolf, and they're going to get Klein on a reach-in foul there. So both Klein and Wolf get those early sort of reach-in fouls on defensive rebound. Ella Cuny comes in. Klein's going to take a break. So 5 guards basically on the court here for the Regals. I'm sorry, West Liberty remains. Dowfelt gets it turned over on the press as they start to trap, and Caitlin Martin with the two. 13-4 now. Just need to clear out They try to trap there. They do get the tip pass as Pearson went up in the air. Tried to pass her over. Good recovery by Kylie Dalfelt. West Liberty just being a little hesitant on the, they were kind of playing, Regina kind of suckered them in with the playing sort of really light pressure defense, and then it ends up, they come and trap that right away the last 2 times and got turnovers. Caitlin Martin on the block. She goes, dribbles to the right block, and the shot up and good. Makes it 15-4. They pull off the little pressure. Pearson Hall met by Morgan Miller, but drives through. Drops it down. Pearson tries to go cross court, but a little too hot with the pass and throws that away. Emmy Wheely coming in here. Portermeyer will have a seat as Wheely comes in. CUNY inbounds to Miller, and she's going to bring it across just right of the R center court. They cross-courted after a little skip pass. Miller back to McLaughlin. They find Martin on the baseline as they got the defense going back. They got the defense rotating there pretty easily. 17-4. 2-1-2 zone didn't stay home, and they were able to go back and forth. Dalfelt with the 3. Oh, that was halfway down, in and out, back out. They try to throw it ahead, does Regina, but it's out of bounds. It'll go back to the Comets here. Down 17-14. 17-4, sorry. Dalfelt will have it. They pass against the zone. They get it up court to Pearson Hall. Pearson to Sully up top. Sully looking to drive. Get to Emmy Wheely. Back to Sully in the corner. Thought about the 3. Thinks better of it. And then a little too anxious. Throws that away. Regina will take it. 2:16 to go here in the first quarter. Morgan Miller into the corner to McLaughlin. To Miller. Back to McLaughlin up top. That's Addie. Now to Ella McLaughlin. Her shot up and no good. A little short. Might have been blocked a little bit by Emmy Wheely. She got out there on the defensive end. Pearson Hall brings it across to Sully, who's wide open for 3 and hits. There we go, Sully. Nice shot from Sully Hall. 17-7 now, the lead for the Regals. Addie McLaughlin left all alone. Wide open, hits the 3 for the freshman from Regina. 20-7 now. Almost mirror plays there where the defense just did not come out. Pearson Hall with a good spin move in the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound fought for again. Kylie Dalfelt comes out with it. Tries to go up with it, nothing going. Ball is sort of tapped around and knocked out of bounds by Sully Hall finally, keeping it out of Ella McLaughlin's hands. Adelie Klein back in. Kate Martin going to take a seat. Morgan Miller brings it across the timeline on the right side to Ella McLaughlin, now to Addie McLaughlin. West Liberty in a 2-1-2 zone. Morgan Miller cuts across the zone and now in the left corner. A lot of passes across the top. They get it to Morgan Miller on the left-hand side. Shot up and good. Her first points of the game. And it's 23-7. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Pearson Hall brings it across half court. Gets a screen from her sister, Sully. Nothing going. Up top, Mal Wolf for 3. Oh, that looked good. No good. Emma Wheely tries to battle for the rebound. Morgan Miller clears it and rushes up the court. Drives in, kicks it out to Addie McLaughlin, who tries to force it into a couple of West Liberty defenders in front of Klein, but they knock it out. And it will still be Regal ball underneath their own basket. McLaughlin to McLaughlin. Morgan Miller pulls it back out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Haven't needed the shot clock much tonight. Haven't even mentioned it so far. McLaughlin cross-court pass to Morgan Miller, who hits a 3. 26-7, the Regals lead here. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Sully Hall spots up from 3, no good. Morgan Miller with the rebound. 5 seconds to go, passes up ahead. Ella McLaughlin Gets it, tries to dump it to her sister. Under the basket, reverse layup, toss up by Addie McLaughlin, no good at the horn, and that's going to be it at the end of the first quarter. 26-7 after one, as quarter score brought to you by Iowa City Orthodontics. At Iowa City Orthodontics, our goal is to provide the highest quality treatment orthodontics has to offer while truly keeping the patient's needs and desires in mind. Contact our Iowa City office at 319-338-7931 or our Muscatine office at 563-263-1000 for more information or to schedule an appointment. 26-7 here at the end of the first. Regina leads. It will be West Liberty ball here as we start the second quarter. Down 26-7. Regina's done this to most opponents this year. Very deep team with a post presence for the first time in a couple of years. They kick it out to Pearson in the corner. Pearson drives the lane, cross court to Dalfelt. Dalfelt drives on Miller. Nice little floater up and in. And she's got 6 points now on the night. 26-9. They get down to Klein. Back up to McLaughlin, back to Klein as she had sealed Pearson on the backside, but that pass a little too hot to handle, out of bounds, turnover on the Regals. Some good defense there by West Liberty. Pearson Hall bringing across, no press now as they've dropped back just half court man-to-man defense. Pearson drives the lane, they collapse on her, shot up, no good, rebound by Martin. Pearson got her arm kind of caught accidentally in between the arms there, but no call. McLaughlin cross-court pass to her sister. Pearson got her hand on it, just couldn't quite control it. They get it all the way over to the other baseline block to Morgan Miller. She misses, but Adelie Klein with the first bucket of the second quarter for the Regals, 28-9. Pearson brings it across half court. Drives the right side of the lane, kicks out to Emily Wheely. Wolf with it up top. Now to Sully Hall, just to the left. Pearson Hall sets it back up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to have to move. Pearson with the spin move, shot, kicks it out for a three from Mal Wolf, off the iron hard. Long rebound ends up into Adelie Klein's hands, and Morgan Miller bring it up. Cross-court pass. And they get a fast break transition opportunity for Caitlin Martin. And she's going to get the and one with that one.
Fouls on West Liberty. Number 21, Emmy Wheely.
Emmy Wheely gets first foul there of the second quarter. Caitlin Martin shooting here. Caitlin Martin hits the free throw. And it's 31-9. Pearson Hall brings it across half court here for the Comets. Trying to set up the offensive play. Gets it stuck up high. Wolf with it at the elbow. Now Pearson shoots a three. No good. Miller goes out right away. Pearson tries to get her hands up to avoid the pass, but Morgan Miller is able to catch it, collect herself, and get the bucket. 4-2, 33-9. And Pearson with a back out top. She drives the left-hand part of the lane, gets a double team, gets it picked up. They kick it back out to Mal Wolf, who has it out near half court, trying to reset the offense. They get it to Pearson. Pearson over to Sully. Right-hand side, Sully drives the lane, nothing going, but they're going to get a reach on Morgan Miller, I believe.
Fouls on Regina, number 1, Morgan Miller, her first, team first.
Her first.
Number 23, Maggie Supple.
Maggie Supple coming into the game, as is Grace Snyder. So Maggie Supple for Regina. Grace Snyder stepping in. They get it out to Sully. Pearson Hall took a seat. They get to Dalfeld in the corner, shoots a three, but blocked by Morgan Miller. Ella Cooney brings it up, kicks it to the right side to Addie McLaughlin. She drives baseline, tries to drop it down to Caitlin Martin, but that a little too hard. Martin tries to save it, throws it off of Sully Hall, but then goes off of Morgan Miller. 33-9 is the Regal lead here with 5:01 to go here in the second quarter. Kylie Dalfeld with the ball up top. She's going to drive the left part of the lane, stops at the elbow, kicks out to Mal Wolf up top. Now to Schneider on the left wing. Schneider pivoting through, gets it knocked away from her. She's got her dribble. She's got to be able to dribble out of that. McLaughlin gets the steal on the sideline, and then Mal Wolf ties her up, and that'll possession arrow favors the Regals, so they will get the ball on the turnover. Pearson Hall coming in. Mal Wolf going to take a seat. 2-1-2 zone here as Caitlin Martin brings across for the Regals. Dalfeld up top. They're kind of shading to Morgan Miller's side. Now to Addie McLaughlin, left-handed shooter. No good off a three. Hits all the way up top. Almost hits the scoreboard or the shot clock. Ella McLaughlin back in. As Morgan Miller takes a seat for the Regals. Hall brings it across half court. Man-to-man defense by the Regals, and Addie McLaughlin just steps in front of that bounce pass and gets a left-handed layup down the side, and she's got 8 points now for the Regals. Pearson Hall brings it across. She drives in, gets to the elbow, kicks to Wheelie. Sully drives hard, baseline, tries to throw up a shot, no good, off of a little body block there almost, and they get it fast up ahead to Caitlin Martin. Pass, pass, pass. Martin, no dribbles there by Regina, and they get another fast break. And it's 37-9 as West Liberty takes timeout with 3:56 to go here in the second quarter. Regina zooming out to a 37-9 lead. There's 2 points in the quarter, first 4 minutes here for the Comets. This game was a 67-21 game back in about a month ago, just over a month ago, January 7th. These two teams met over in West Liberty. And Regina only lost on the season to, think about this for a second, they lost to Mount Vernon pretty handily, did the Regals. Mount Vernon 3A team. West Liberty will be hosting Benton next week in a first-round playoff matchup. Rematch of last night's game, which Benton won 35-30. Comets gonna look for some revenge next week in the 3A basketball playoffs. They get in the front court. They zone defense here by the Regals now. West Liberty almost gets it stolen away. Gets it over to Pearson Hall on the right-hand side. They're exploring the zone here. They can get to Grace Snyder. She was open down below. Sully Hall tries the three, misses it. Almost got to pop right up and then pop right down, but bounced out. Addie McLaughlin, cross-court pass to Maggie Supple's no good. She saves it, but Pearson Hall is the one who receives the saved pass. Pearson drives in, up, no good. Hard off the iron. Caitlin Martin with the rebound, and she's going to kick it up to Addie McLaughlin. 3 minutes to go here, 37-9. Ella Cooney for three, no good. Rebound by Pearson Hall. She kicks it up to Sully. Emily Wheelie running the court, but She's cut off, nothing going there. They kick it back up top to Pearson to start the offense. Back to Sully on the right side. She drives, shot fake, drives, shot up with that right hand. No good. Ellen McLaughlin with the rebound. She passes a little bit far ahead of her sister and out of bounds. Morgan Miller, Natalie Klein back in.
Number 22, Mallard Wolf.
Pearson's going to bring it across. 2:40 to go here in the second quarter, 37-9. Regina leads the Comets. Pearson over to Mal Wolf. Mal got to have some confidence there. She was open. They try to dump it down to Dalfelt. Gets it tapped out. She does regain control. They try to throw it into Pearson, but no good. Rebound or taken away. Morgan Miller brings it up, but Pearson comes from behind and taps it away with a turnover there. Nice steal by Pearson into Porter Mauer's hands. Now to Sully. Mauer with it up top. Kicks it over to Kylie Dalfelt. Now to Sully, who thought about the three. Ella Cooney picks her up. Sully with the drive. Left hand there. There we go. Actually shot it with her right, though. And she's one of 2 Comets to score tonight. Her second bucket. She's got 5 on the night. 37-11. Regina leads here with 1:40 to go. Cross-court pass to Morgan Miller. Shot up and good. Miller's got 11. 40-11. The lead here for the Regals. Pearson Hall brings it across. Good pressure there. Gets her by Morgan Miller. Gets to pick it up. But Pearson with a nice cut. Cuts right in front of Mal Wolf. Gets the handoff and gets the bucket. They're sagging off Mal Wolf. They can just cut right in front of her. That's a good way to get the ball back. Cooney drives from the left wing. Nothing going. Rebound tapped around. Picked up by Regina. Ella McLaughlin shoots for 3 and hits it. When Regina shoots like this, they are definitely hard to beat. 43-13, the lead here as we go under a minute. 41 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They pick up Pearson. Kick it over to Kylie Dalfelt. She drives to the free throw line. Shot up and good and true. That was a nice looking little jumper there. 43-15. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Morgan Miller with it up top. Picked up by Kylie Dalfelt. Still a little bit of a zone look, but trying to pick her up man-to-man. Morgan drives in the lane. Kicks it to Ella McLaughlin, who hits again. The seniors are on fire tonight and a three-quarter court shot, no good. As we go to halftime, 46-15 is the lead. Actually, a better quarter there for the Comets, but still down 31 as we go to halftime here on the Comet Activities Network. I will be right with you in just a little bit as I try to get up some halftime scores and take a quick break. Welcome you back here at halftime. About 4:41 to go here at halftime. I want to thank the West Liberty Athletic Department and Brian Rance and Adam Laria delivering the equipment to me today. And we'd like to thank the West Liberty Athletic Booster Club and all their volunteers for all their support throughout the year. In the past year alone, the athletic boosters have contributed thousands of dollars towards uniforms and equipment for our high school and junior high teams. The athletic boosters also made a $100,000 donation to our new athletic complex. The new all-weather 8-lane track, which will host the 2026 River Valley Conference Co-Ed track meet, will be recognized as a West Liberty Athletic Booster Club track. Thank you, athletic boosters. That conference meet in 2026 will be a 16-team meet as Alburnett now joining the RVC conference. I think they will be on the south side, Alburnett. And I want to thank these following sponsors for keeping us live and over the internet to you tonight. West Liberty Girls Basketball is sponsored by Iowa City Orthodontics, and the Common Activities Network is sponsored by Brad Akers with Robertson Real Estate, South Six Trucking, Wheelie Chevrolet, West Liberty Athletic Booster Club, West Liberty State Bank, Feldman Performance Gym, Craig Jones Trucking, and West Liberty Golf and Country Club. And we're at halftime of the girls' game. It's been all Regina so far. 46-15 is the score. Start out with West Liberty scoring. Sully Hall with 5, Pearson Hall with 2, and Kylie Dowfelt with 8. On the Regina side, Morgan Miller, a senior, with 11. Caitlin Martin with 13, a senior, and Ella McLaughlin with 11. Seniors contributing 35 of their 46 points so far. 3 points for Addie McLaughlin, the freshman, and Adelie Klein, a sophomore, finishes with 8 for the Regals, who are looking like a true title contender in Class 2A. Only one loss, that's the Mount Vernon. Otherwise, they've handled their opponents pretty handily throughout the year. Again, West Liberty will start postseason play next week. As I try to get to the schedule here, they will face Benton. Actually, this Saturday, 7 o'clock. Sorry, quick turnaround here. Saturday, depending on weather. If you haven't heard so far, West Liberty is canceled for school tomorrow as we get really our first, I guess our second winter storm here in just the same number of weeks. And see how much snow we actually get. Another storm supposedly coming Friday and Saturday. We'll see what happens there. Pay attention, stay tuned. But if you can, come out and support this West Liberty girls basketball team as they start postseason play on Saturday, 7 o'clock at home against Benton, team they faced on the road just last night and lost 35-30 last night. But don't have the Regal stats for you from last night, but not sure. Close game throughout. And pulled away late by the Bobcats. West Liberty actually took a lead going into the fourth quarter, but could not hold on and get a chance for revenge on Saturday in their first district regional game. Regina's next game will be not till next Tuesday. They will face either Northeast or Bellevue in the Class 2A playoffs. And it'll be the same starters for both teams, I'm assuming, here as we get started with the second half. Just 23 seconds to go here. Again, 26-7 first quarter, and then a 20-8 second quarter by the Regals gives them a 46-15 lead here as we start the second half. And it will be the same starters for both teams. For the Comets, it'll be Dowfelt, Sully Hall, Pearson Hall, Wolf, and Maurer. For the Regals, it'll be Miller, Ella McLaughlin, Addie McLaughlin, Caitlin Martin, and Adelie Klein. And it will be the Comets ball to start. No real foul trouble to talk about. Just 3 fouls for both teams. Maurer, Wheely, and Wolf have 1, as do Miller, Ella McLaughlin, and Adelie Klein for the Regals. Pearson Hall brings it across. A little man-to-man defense. They kick it out to Mallory Wolf in the corner for 3. There we go, Mal. That's the way we get things started here in the third. 46-18. See if they can just pull even for a quarter with the Comets. Be nice. Man-to-man defense now by the Comets as they switch it up out of halftime. Addie McLaughlin with the step through. Euro step, no good. Kylie McLaughlin gets it. Kylie Dowfelt. I got McLaughlin's and Dowfelts and everything on my mind tonight with the brothers and sisters on both teams. Get it over here to the corner to Dowfelt. She drops it down to Sully Hall. Great pass. Blocked from behind by Addie McLaughlin, and they pass it ahead as Caitlin Martin snuck out, and she gets the 2. Regals transition very quickly. They don't leave everybody in to rebound, and Dowfelt drives the lane there, gets a foul call. It's going to be on Miller, I believe. And Kylie will go to the line to shoot 2. Dowfelt with the shot up and good. 48-19. Emmy Wheely in for Porter Maurer. Dowfelt with her second attempt. And good. Perfect on the night is Dowfelt. And she now has 12 points on the evening. They kick it over to McLaughlin in the corner. Pulls it back out over to her sister Ella McLaughlin, the senior. To Morgan Miller. To Addie McLaughlin. To Ella McLaughlin up top. Back to Addie on the left-hand side. West Liberty doing a good job. Pearson Hall just chasing Morgan Miller around. She is going to be tired. Good thing she gets to sleep in tomorrow. 3-pointer from the corner off by Ella McLaughlin. Addie Klein was going to get it, and Mal Wolf, a little hustle, makes her try to pick it up and knocks it out of bounds. Ball goes back over to the Comets. Pearson Hall will bring it across the timeline. She kicks it to the corner to Mal. With Klein on her. Wolf gets it to Pearson Hall. She's got Martin on her. Good spin move. Gets to the lane. Scoop layup. Up. No good. Rebound goes to Martin. Martin passes ahead to Ella McLaughlin, but Emmy Wheely gets her hand there. Tries to save it. Unfortunately goes back to Addie McLaughlin. Shot up and good from Addie McLaughlin. Her first point since the first quarter. And it's 50-20. Keeping this from a running clock would be good for the Comets. They kick it to Kylie on the left-hand side. They kick it up top to Wolf, over to Hall. Addie McLaughlin saw that pass coming, and she just takes it, and another 2 points for her. Can't telegraph those passes. Fake that pass, go back door now. Pearson Hall brings it across half court. Picked up by Caitlin Martin. They're going to try to get it to Dowfelt. They get down to Wolf in the short corner. 15-footer, no good. Nice looking shot, though. Morgan Miller brings it up to the left-hand side. Picked up by Pearson. She pulls it back out. Kicks it over to Ella McLaughlin. Ella to Addie up top. Addie's going to reset the offense. West Liberty in man-to-man. Morgan Miller has it. Little pick and roll. Morgan gets in the lane. Little scoop shot from her hip. No good. Addie Klein, though, gets the rebound and the bucket.
Basket by Regina, number 35, Adelie Klein.
54-20. Pearson brings it across the timeline. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Laughlin here as he wants to talk things over a little bit.
West Liberty entering the game for the Regals, number 4, Ella Cuny, and number 23, Maggie Supple.
Couple subs coming in for the Regals. Ella Cuny and Maggie Supple checking in. And score right now with 4:31 to go here in the third quarter, 54-20. with in the Regals' favor. Came out, hit a couple of shots. A 3 from Mal Wolf for her first points of the night, and a couple of free throws from Kylie Dalfelt. And had held Regina scoreless for a while, but now a couple quick buckets for them, and up to a 34-point lead. 35 points and above becomes a running clock. They kick it up to Addie McLaughlin, who she's just so smooth around the basket, folks. You get a chance to watch her play. She's fun to see, fun to watch, but that makes it 56-20. We'll have a running clock here now, unless West Liberty can get it under 30. And pass into Emma Wheely. Back to Sully Hall. She's a little too deep to take that three. Emmy in the corner. Nothing going. They kick to Pearson on the block. And she gets bumped from behind by Maggie Supel for the first foul on the Regals. Nora Wade coming in. Sophomore. They kick it into Pearson. She gets it underneath her legs, gets almost fallen out of bounds, tries to save it, but no good. And they're going to get Morgan Miller on a travel as she caught it, took a couple of steps. Kylie Dalfelt inbounds it here to Sully Hall. Over to Pearson. Pearson trying to find cross court to Kylie Dalfelt, a little too strong and out of bounds. 56-20. Addie McLaughlin brings it across here to Nora Wade, over to Ella Cuny. They kick it out to Nora Wade. She shoots for three, no good. Rebound by Emily Wheely. Gives it to Wolf, over to Kylie Dalfelt. Brings it across the timeline. Grace Snyder coming in. Wolf with it, back to Dalfelt. She thought about the three, drives the lane. Bounce pass to Sully. Sully and Pearson kind of in the same spot. Sully drives and gets the foul call on Maggie Supel. That's going to be her second.
The foul on Regina's number 23, Maggie Supel, her second.
56-20 here.
Team third at the line.
2:17 to go in the game. Sully Hall will go to the line to shoot two. She got 5 points on the night. Misses the first. Grace Schneider comes in for Mal Wolf. And 56-20. Comet boys starting to head to the locker room, get ready for their game. And Sully hits the second one. 56-21. Ella McLaughlin tries to get it. Caitlin Martin was posted up, but Emmy Wheely was there that get the steal, but unfortunately step out of bounds. Sully Hall trying to save it. 56-21. Ella Cuny going to inbound it here on the baseline for the Regals. She gets it into Maggie Supel up top. They swing it over to Caitlin Martin, who shoots for three, no good. And pass out of bounds off Ella McLaughlin. She thought player was going to stay. And Nora Wade cut. And no one there to receive the pass except for Coach Rogers. Pearson Hall is going to bring it across. Man-to-man defense here by the Regals. They get it to Dalfelt on the left-hand side, up to Sully up top. Sully screen from Emmy Wheely, then drive by Dalfelt along the baseline, drops into Grace Snyder, kicks out to Wheely, about a 15-footer, high bounce, no good, rebound by Regina. Martin brings it across. Dalfelt picks her up. Shot up, no good by Martin. Wheely with another rebound. She's been playing with some hustle tonight. Pearson Hall brings it across. A little stutter step into the lane. Kicks it out to Sully Hall for three, and she hits it. Drew the defense in and kicked it out for an easy three, 56-24. Martin over to Wade. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Cuny drives, kicks it to Wade. Cross court to Martin in the corner for Supel. She drives out of it, gets it tapped away. Good job by Sully Hall onto the floor. Kylie Dalfelt picks up the Remnants, she drives up the right-hand side. Thought about the three, doesn't take it, kicks it to Sully. Sully drives baseline. They're going to get CUNY with the body.
Fouls on Regina, number 4, Ellen CUNY. For the Regals.
Madison Squires into the game.
Number 20, Maddie Squire.
Maddie Squires into the game. Timeout full by West Liberty, I think, here. Or that's the end of the quarter with the running clock. So at the end of 3, it is 54-24.
The game for the Regals. Number 1, Morgan Phillips. Number 24.
Regals actually, Regals leading 54-24 at the end of 3. Still running clock, but a good quarter there by the Comets as they outscore the Regals 9-8 overall in the quarter. And we'll go to the fourth quarter here. We'll be running clock unless Regina can get it back. I think it has to go under 30 or out at under 25. Depending on, I can't remember what the exact rules. It might be they have to get it back under 25 before the running clock stops. It will be the starters for Regina out there. And will be Hall, Dalfelt, Schneider, and Wheelie for your Comets as they pick up man-to-man defense, and it'll be Regina ball to start the fourth. Now Wolf's going to check in right away. They kick it over. Pass around the outside to the Regals. Back up top. Martin has it, picked up by Grace Schneider, given good defense. A little screen from Klein. Emmy Wheelie covers on the roll. Good stop by Martin to get the shot up, and a backside rebound by Klein. She goes up and a foul call. Good defense there, though, by the Comets. They made those shots difficult.
Number 2,
Sully Hall got stuck on that backside, giving up maybe a foot to Klein. Maybe not that much. Half a foot, 9 inches to Klein. Klein hits a free throw.
And number 20,
Porter Maurer and Mallory Wolf come back in. Starters in for the Comets now. Klein with the free throw, and she makes it. She's got 12 points on the night. And Pearson Hall is going to bring it across. Pearson with Martin on her. Kicks it to the right to Hall. Wolf with a screen for her. Sully picks it up early. Dalfelt with it now, trying to drive. Kicks it over to Wolf in the corner. They get to Pearson on the block. She's immediately doubled. Cross court to Sully. Sully for 3. Oh, in and out. Look good. Almost got the rebound by Porter Maurer. Miller picks it up, though. They kick it up ahead, and McLaughlin goes up for it. Addie McLaughlin goes up for it and got hit by a couple of Comets. Looked like a little pass down the sideline. Wolf was going to pick up the foul there, her second. Team second here in the fourth. 54-28. The nice pick and roll, and Klein misses it for the Regals, but Wolf clears the rebound. And they get to Pearson Hall. Pearson's going to bring it across half court. 58-24. Pearson looking, gets it over to Maurer. Maurer over in the corner to Wolf. Wolf for 3, hits it. There we go. She had a couple of those she passed up in the first half. Had to shoot those. 27-58. Addie McLaughlin down the floor quickly and up and in for a bucket. And now 5 players in double figures for the Regals, and Martin gets the pass ahead for Miller, but can't handle it as she tries to go up and knocks it out of bounds. 60-27, the score here, as we have 5:40 to go left in the game. Running clock game here as Pearson Hall has it up top, drives the lane and kicks it off of her leg out of bounds, and it'll go back over to West Liberty, or sorry, to Regina. West Liberty just scored 21 the last time they met, so 27 this time. And still time to go here in the fourth quarter, so improvement by the Comet ladies. They kick it over to Martin up top. Now to Morgan Miller. Backdoor cut, no good. Now to Addie McLaughlin up top to Martin. To McLaughlin on the other side. Klein with a little pick and roll. Wolf picks her up. Good job. Good block by Mal Wolf, but no one there to record the rebound on the backside. And Klein got another shot, but the second attempt, no good. Sully Hall tracks down the rebound just on the baseline. And they kick it over to Wolf up top. That's a little too deep of a three. She dumps it down to Pearson. Pearson works with a spin move. Morgan Miller's there to double. Kylie Dowfelt with the high arching three. Nice shot there by Dowfelt. And it's 60-30. 30-point lead here for the Regals. 4 minutes to go in the game. Addie Klein with it up top over to Martin on the right side. Martin drives the lane to the free throw line, kicks out to Klein as Wolf is sagging off of her, just playing kind of a zone defense in the middle. Three-pointer from the corner from Ella McLaughlin. Hasn't scored all half and then hits a three. 63-30. They get to Dowfelt. Dowfelt with a nice drive off a good bounce pass from Wolf. A little too hard off the glass, no good. Morgan Miller brings it up. Backs it back out, gets to Addie McLaughlin. Addie in between her legs, steps through, little, I don't know what happened there. She looks like she might have hurt her ankle or leg. And they're going to get a foul here by Ella McLaughlin. That was a weird step through by Addie. Got the shot up and in to go. Make it 65-30. And it'll be, not sure who that foul was on. They did get a foul call there on the Regals. Pearson Hall will bring it across. As West Liberty brings it up, they get it over to Sully. Regina has subbed out all their stars but Klein. And good shot there by Sully Hall. No good on the three-pointer. Works hard for it, gets her own rebound. Nora Wade clears it on the defensive end and ends up traveling after a little bit of pressure put on them by the Comets. And Klein's going out and a trend camp in. So we got Wade, Cuny, Supple, trend camp, and Squires in for the Regals. Starters in for the Comets here. As they try to get into Kylie Dowfelt. She does gain back control of it after being tapped around. She's got up on the left-hand side. Now they cross-court it. Get it to Pearson up top. She's been kept pretty quiet today. Pearson drives the lane. Nothing going. Kicks it out to Dowfelt. Dowfelt for three. Nice high-arching shot. No good. Rebound by Pearson. And she gets another bucket. 65-32. Cuny brings it across over to Supple. Supple looking inside to Trentkamp. Doesn't have it. Good Dowfelt with a nice steal. She's going to get it. And the shot up and in and good. And then a timeout by Coach Laughlin just to get subs in. Dowfelt having a good night here tonight. 65-34. New subs in for the Comets. As they empty the bench here, we got El Iski in. Sully Hall, Grace Snyder, Emmy Wheely, and Emily Garcia, the junior. Cuny over to Supple, over to Squires. 65-34 is the Regina lead. They won this one 65-21 last time, or 67-21, I believe, so good second showing here by the Comets. Sully Hall brings it across. Drives the lane. Shot up and gets bumped by Supple. That's going to be her third foul.
Fouls on number 23, Maggie Supple, her third.
A couple more subs coming in here for the Comets, or the Regals here in a second. Sully's going to shoot a pair. First shot up and good. 65-35. Supple and Cuny come out as Kirk and Sophie Wilgin come in. Sully hits the free throw, and this is Charlie Howard coming in. I chuckled because Sully took a couple dribbles. She shakes her head and then shoots the free throw. I just thought it kind of funny the way she did that. Up top here, Squires over to Kirk. Down to Wilchin, down to Trenkamp. Kirk drives, kicks it out top to Squires, over to Nora Wade, who shoots for three and hits it. Wade for three, makes it 68-36. Emily Garcia brings it over, kicks it over to Iski in the corner. Charlie Howard with it, drops it to Emma Wheely. Emmy Wheely shot, ooh, good little turnaround, no good. Rebound goes to Wiltjin. Kirk brings it across half court. Kicks it over to Wade. They kick it into Wilton. Wilton with a nice little spin and turn. Shot up. No good. Gets her own rebound and gets the points for the Comets, or for the Regals. 70-36. 12 seconds to go in the game. Emily Garcia kicks it to Grace Snyder. Grace had the shot. Then defense got there. Charlie Howard with it. Emily Garcia is going to take the three at the buzzer. No good. And ends up 70-36. Regina ends up winning it. Score brought to you by Iowa City Orthodontics. But 67-21 was the score the last time these two teams met. So 15-point improvement and just giving up 3 more points on the defensive end for the Comets. Good growth by this girls basketball team as they fall to 9-12 in the regular season, 4-8 overall in the conference. And they will start, they have one more game on Thursday. A game on Thursday. Actually, they do not. The boys have a game on Thursday. The girls do not. Let's get that straight here. Girls will play Saturday at 7. Start postseason play Saturday at 7 against Benton. Big matchup if you can come out and support the Comets on Saturday night. This is what high school sports is all about. Pearson Hall giving some hugs to fellow seniors at Regina, Morgan Miller and Ella McLaughlin. Those two they've competed against each other for 4 years. Let's get some final point totals for you. Morgan Miller ends up with 11 points on the game, does not score in the second half. Nora Wade with 3 for the Regals. Caitlin Martin with just 15, has 15 in the game for the Regals as she just scored 2 in the second half. 3 for Ella McLaughlin in the second half as she ends up with 14 on the day. It was the Addie McLaughlin show in the second half. She ends up with 10 in the second half, 13 overall. 2 for Sophie Wilchin and another 4 for Adelie Klein as she scored 12. So 5 Regals in double figures for your Comets tonight. 11 points for Sully Hall, 4 points for Pearson Hall, 15 points for Kylie Dowfelt, and 6 points all in the second half for Mal Wolf tonight, as we are going to have senior night here for the Regals. So I will be off for just a little bit here, and we'll come back with the boys' game in just a little bit. But as we go to halftime, or the break between games, Regina girls win at 70-36 over your Comets tonight to finish off the regular season for both teams. And we will be back with the boys' game in just a little bit. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Comet Activities Network as we bring you boys basketball tonight from Iowa City and Regina High School. We've got about 11:20 on the warm-up clock here to go. And tonight and all season long, West Liberty boys basketball is sponsored by South 6 Trucking with a focus on reliability and efficiency. South 6 Trucking specializes in freight hauling services and offers a range of trucking solutions to meet the needs of its clients. Contact Brett Dowfelt at 319-631-0990 or Brian Dowfelt at 319-631-0991 for more information. Thank you, South 6 Trucking, for your support of West Liberty boys basketball. I want to thank the Common Activities Network is also sponsored by Brad Akers with Robertson Real Estate, Iowa City Orthodontics, Wheelie Chevrolet, West Liberty Athletic Booster Club, the West Liberty State Bank, Feldman Performance Gym, Craig Jones Trucking, and the West Liberty Golf and Country Club. And as we get started with tonight, Craig Jones Trucking sponsors tonight's stat preview. Coming into tonight, the Regals 17-3, 10-1 in the RVC Conference. And a chance for them to wrap up the conference title tonight should they win. A tie is possible as they lost to Mid-Prairie earlier this week. And Mid-Prairie just one game behind at 10-2, I believe, in the conference. But tonight, West Liberty comes in at 10-9 overall, 5-6 in the conference. A win tonight would guarantee them a winning regular season and also make them even up in the conference. And as we come into tonight, Regina led by Will Litton in points and rebounds, and Drew Grieve in assists. Riker Dangler leads the Comets with 307 points on the year. 151 rebounds for Dangler as well, and Seth Axum with 55 assists leads the Comets into tonight. Game earlier this year between these two teams, a 51-50 win by the Regals at West Liberty on January 7th, just a little bit over a month ago. But the most recent game for the Regals coming off a loss at at home versus Mid-Prairie, 67-58, a 9-point loss by the Regals here at home the last time. Last night, the Comets traveled to Benton, lost 64-52. Previous to that, they had beat Durant and Midland, the loss to West Branch, and a win against Wilton. Coming into tonight, the stat preview brought to you by Craig Jones Trucking. Regina leading, averaging 59.5 points per game, giving up 47.1 per game. West Liberty averaging 54.5 points per game and giving up 50.6. Overall, Regina shooting at a 48% clip compared to West Liberty at a 38% clip. Three-point percentage, 23% for West Liberty, 30% for Regina. Although taking about 80 less shots from the three-point range is Regina. Free throw percentage, pretty much even, 60.6 for West Liberty, 60.8 for Regina. Rebounds on the year, 600 total for the Regals, 541 for the Comets. Pretty close, 30 per game for the Regals, while 27.1 for the Comets. Assists per game, 12.5 for the Comets and 15.6 for the Regals. Steals per game, West Liberty leads at 10.8 compared to 7, and they did do a nice job in their 1-3-1 defense the last time out to turn over the Regals and keep that game just a 1-point game overall. Turnovers per game, 10.8 for the Comets and 11.1 for the Regals. So, again, that plays into the Comets' hands. If they can turn over the Regals a little bit more often, that will be beneficial to them. As we go to the stats for the Comets, let's bring you some other key contributors. 17.1 points per game for Riker Dangler on the year. He is averaging 3.3 steals per game, 2.7 assists, and averaging close to 8.4 rebounds per game. almost a double-double for him on the year. Second leading scorer for your Comets is Seth Axum at 10.4 points per game. He is averaging 2.4 steals per game, 2.9 assists per game, and also contributing 2.2 rebounds per game. Is Seth Axum shooting it from deep at 21%, Riker at 32%. Third leading scorer on the year so far is Cole Dalfelt, 7.4 points per game for the Comets. Regals led by Will Litton in scoring. Second leading scorer, Tate Wallace at 16.1 points per game. Will Litton averaging 17.6. And then a big drop-off. They go down to Tate Lynch is averaging 6.1 points per game for the Comets. They've had various they're looking for that consistent third option are the Regals. I know, I believe the brackets are out, but they are not posted here that I can see. I think the brackets were released today. Looks like West Liberty has one more game on Thursday. They will face Anamosa on senior night at Anamosa High School on Thursday. So 3 games on the road this week for West Liberty, at Benton, here at Regina, and then at Anamosa on Thursday. Luckily, the boys get a day off tomorrow with the snowstorm coming in. So we'll be able to get a little rest before playing that third game this week. See if I can find the brackets. Thought they said that those were released today, but I don't see them on the Bound program. So can't seem to locate those brackets on here. So we'll see if I can figure it out throughout the night here. But as we get going here, we got just 4:12 left to go here in pregame festivities. Both teams shooting around. Girls game earlier tonight. Let's recap that. Regina, number 2 team in Class 2A, showed their dominance once again. They finished the season at 20-1 and 12-0 in the conference. 70 to 36 they win tonight. An improvement of 15 points for your Comets from the game a month ago till now. Kylie Dalfelt led the way for the Comets with 15 points, 11 for Sully Hall, 6 for Mal Wolf, and 4 for Pearson Hall. As Regina ends up with the win. They were led, they had 5 players in double figures, 15 for Kate Lynn Martin, 14 for Ella McLaughlin, 13 for Addie McLaughlin, 12 for Adley Klein, 11 for Morgan Miller, 3 for Nora Wade, and 2 for Sophie Wilchin. And for a Regina team that has aspirations to make it all the way back up to state, they're going to need those 5 double-figure scorers. Good balance throughout for them. And we wish them luck throughout the postseason here. We always want the River Valley South and River Valley Conference to do well in the postseason. With that in mind, the girls will host their first playoff game on Saturday, weather permitting at least. 7 o'clock game against Benton, a team they faced last night and lost 35-30. So a big home crowd on Saturday night to cheer on the Comets and extend their season in the postseason would be helpful. Come out and support the girls on Saturday night. And we, again, just 2 minutes to go here before the game gets started. Tim Foley bringing the game tonight on the Comet Activities Network back in my old stomping grounds here at Regina. Fun to be here for senior night for kids that I've known since their kindergarten here at Regina, and my second class of seniors here also for the Comets. So good night basketball ahead with a day off tomorrow. No doubt teachers and students, and maybe not the parents, but will enjoy sleeping in tomorrow. And hopefully, students get a nice 6-day weekend. Don't say that very often. But with the snow day tomorrow And then Thursday, Friday, Monday days off. Nice little break. It's going to be like a mini spring break for him. And teachers hoping to get back at it on Thursday with an in-service day at West Liberty High School and throughout the district. I think some conferences going on at the elementary level. And we go to the boys' game tonight as both teams head to their bench. 44 seconds left on the pregame clock. It is senior night tonight, so we have had the festivities in between games. That's why there's an extended break. And we're going to have our regular starters, it looks like, for your Comets. They're going to announce them all here in just a minute. All seniors.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome in or welcome back to Regina High School, where tonight.
And here we go as we get ready for the starting lineups here tonight. Again, 17-3 Regina Regals, 10-1 in the conference, and West Liberty Comets at 10-9 and 5-6. Chance to guarantee a winning season tonight with a big win. Lost 51-50 on January 7th over in West Liberty, so chance to improve on that, maybe get a win here tonight on the road. Again, I want to say thank you to South 6 Trucking for their sponsorship of tonight's game as we get ready for the starting lineups.
The starting lineup for your visiting West Liberty Comets.
And the starting lineup here for the Comets.
Starting off, a senior guard at 6'2", number 2,
Riker Dangler announced as a starter, averaging 17 points per game.
Number 12,
Seth Axum, a senior guard. Cole Dalfelt, senior guard.
5'10", senior guard, number 22,
Cale Dalfelt, another senior guard.
and a 5'11" forward.
And Kane Laughlin, a 5'11" forward. Might be the shortest starter on the floor, but announced as a forward. And James Laughlin, the head coach. And they're going to turn off the lights here for the Regals starting lineup. Started this number of years ago when I was still here with a wrestling spotlight up ahead. As we get going here with River Valley South Conference basketball. Still trying to figure out where I can see the brackets. And their extended video here as we get going here for the starting lineup. Sorry, there's a little delay. Connor Nickpon, a senior starting guard for the Regals, getting the starting lineup announcement. Drew Grieve, a junior guard, getting the start tonight for the Regals. Tate Wallace, a sophomore. Will Litton, a sophomore center. Lucas Sectioner, a senior guard, getting the start for the Regals. Not sure how much he has played this year for the Regals. In fact, he has not played yet this year for the senior, for the Regals. No stats on. No, he was injured at one point, I believe. And they're going to sub right away here as Lucas gets the start on senior night, and they're going to let him handle the ball and then come out. As not sure the whole story there, but got a chance to play. Unfortunately, wasn't able to play most of the year. And see, gets the ball. They rolled out of bounds, and it's back to West Liberty. Ben Wade in. Kick it over to Dalfeld up top. Axum has it. He drives the lane. Oh, had Dalfeld driving down the low, but tapped out of bounds by Regina. Sorry, got caught up in the moment there. As West Liberty with the inbounds play, they kick it up top to Dangler. He's picked up by Wade. They kick it to Dalfeld. Thought about the three. Cole bounces inside to Seth Axum. Shot up, no good. Rebound fought for. Axum gets it, but then tosses it a little, trying to get it to Cale Dalfeld, and tosses out of bounds. Drew Grieve will bring it across for the Regals. They kick it over to Wade in the corner, two through the 1-3-1 zone here. They kick it down to Litton. Litton powers up through a couple Comet defenders, and he gets the first 2 points of the game. Does Will Litton, and there we go. Found him finally. 2-0. Baseline cut there by Laughlin, cut off. Dangler with it in the corner. Dangler now has Litton on him, drives, pump fakes, nothing there on the block. Cross court to Laughlin. Has to track that down a little bit. Drives baseline, back up to Dangler for three. Short, Litton with the rebound. Kicks it up to Grieve. Grieve looking to run, nothing there. Kick down the corner to Ben Wade. Nick Pond over to Grieve, into the middle to Wallace. Wallace with a little pause, hesitation, into the middle of that zone and gets the shot up and good for Wallace. And it's a quick 4-point lead for the Regals. Cale Dalfeld drives, shot fake, shot up, a little short. Will Litton with the rebound, gets it to Nick Pond. Nick Pond bringing it across half court over to Grieve. 1-3-1 zone with Dangler on top. They get to Wallace. They try to cross-court it over to Nick Pond. Successfully down in the corner to Wade. They trap that. Into Nick Pond in the middle of the lane, who drives to his left, no good. Litton with the rebound on the backside, though. Distinct height advantage right now for the Regals. In that forward, basically Comets with essentially 5 guards on the floor. Litton, Wade, and Wallace all over 6 foot. Dangler with it out top. He drives on Litton, tries to back him in. And they're going to get Nick Pond on a little reach there as he tried to double down. His first. Cole Dalfeld will inbound. A flat set here. They kick it up top to Dangler. Dangler looking in the corner. They cut that off, do the Regals. Axum with on the left-hand side into Laughlin at the high post. He drives the lane. Gets stopped, kicks it out to Cale. Cale with a little shimmy and a shake. Nothing going on the left-hand side. Trying to dump it down to Riker. Cole, shot fake, tries to drive, gets stopped again. 14 seconds on the shot clock. They dump it down to Cale. Cale, a little floater up and in. Nice little move there by Cale. 2-point and a timeout quick by James Laughlin. As it's 6-2 here early. Laughlin must have seen something on the defensive end he wanted to change, maybe. Back out here on the court. 5:01 to go here. 6-2 lead here by Regina early. Drew Grieve will bring it across. Still the starters out right now for both teams. They kick it over to Nick Pond. They try to lob it up for Tate Wallace. He hits that one. And it's 8-2. 4 points for Wallace, 4 points for Litton. Regina going to their bigs early. Seth Axum with on the left-hand side. He drives the lane. Good help defense. So they kick it into Kale. A little good find there by Seth Axum. Good cut by Kale right to the hoop. Axum gets it to him. I think that's his second assist on Kale's buckets tonight. 1-3-1 defense. They're trying to sag off. Axum tries to go for the steal. Nick Pond's able to get Riker. Dangler rises up and blocks Ben Wade's shot. Ben Wade, second opportunity, no good. Dangler clears the rebound. Dangler can get up. He matches them in height and got some shot-making ability. Dangler with the shot fake and step through, and for his first two, makes it 8-6. West Liberty back in this one. Nick Pond to Wallace in the top ring. Cross-court pass to Grieve. Cross-court to Nick Pond. Back to Grieve. Into Wallace trying to get in the middle of the zone. They're kind of keeping him from getting too far deep. Litton drives baseline, shut up short. Rebound goes to Kale. Kale's going to pass it up to Cole. Cole thought about the three. Litton covers him up pretty good. But Laughlin with the drive, gets a block from behind by Ben Wade. Drew Grieve drives. Tate Wallace in, but blocked by Riker Dangler. Dangler taking it, passes it up ahead. Easy for the tying bucket as Caden Laughlin gets out on the break and scores. Great play there by Dangler to hold the defense with him and not let them realize they got a. Laughlin was scooting behind. Kicking into Wallace. Wallace high off the glass, though, and he's got his third bucket of the evening as it's 10-8. Regina leads here early. 2:43 to go. Back and forth we go. Kale with it on the left side. Gives it to Seth Axum. Drives the middle lane. Bounce pass to Cole. There we go. Got some give and go offense here. Another assist to Axum. I think every Comet basket so far of the five has been assisted on. Good job passing by the boys tonight. Ben Wade has it in the corner. They kick cross court to Grieve into Wallace. Now to Litton, who drives in on Dalfelt, and Linton gets it. Wallace and Linton both with 6 apiece for the Regals, and it's 12-10. Dalfelt with it up top, kicks it over to Axum. Axum drives the lane. Drops it off to Cole again. They found a little weak point in their defense, and it's 12-12. Cole 4 points. Kale 4 points. 2 for Dangler and 2 for Laughlin. Balanced effort tonight for the Comets. Are cutting off. Defense will get down to Will Litton on the block. Good double there by Kale. Dalfelt saves it. Laughlin with it, and as he's trying to bring it up court, a little pressure. He's asking for the foul call, but they get him on a travel. Sort of a harried play there. Good rebound, good steal down by Kale Dalfelt. First subs, Joseph Delgado in, Jake Underbaki in, and Cameron Iskey in for your Comets. Nick Pond with it up top. Over to Grieve. That's a tip pass. It goes into Cole Dalfelt's hand. He's going to bring it across half court. Tie game, 12-12. Dalfelt with the drive. And they're going to get the foul call on Linton. Good drive there by Cole Dalfelt. Team second, first personal. Cole hits the first, and West Liberty with their first lead of the night, 13-12. And they'll get a second. And leaves that one a little short. 13-12, West Liberty with the lead. Regina drives, and Nick Pond drove, kind of got tripped. They're going to call this one on Cole Dalfeld. Not sure if that was more they ran into each other. Nick Pond fell to the ground. Tate Lynch into the game for the Regals. They get into Litton. Litton with the shot up and good. And Regina takes back the lead, 14-13. Dangler brings it across half court. Gives it to Underbaki, over to Delgado. He had a couple of big threes the last time they played. Nice drive by Cole Dalfeld. Leaves a little too hard off the glass. Rebound goes to Litton. Grieve brings it up. West Liberty transitions back well. No fast break points yet tonight for the Regals. They kick it over to Lynch. Lynch down to the baseline. Try to get into Wallace. A low-high routine there, and Wallace gets it up and good. 8 points apiece for Wallace and Linton. That's the offense for the Regals right now. 16-13. Delgado brings it over to Cam Iskey. Drives in the corner, drives the lane. Shot up. A little wild, but gets it up, and a little floater up and in. Good. 16-15. Iskey taps it out of bounds off Wallace. Off of Iskey, but Wallace went over the shot and got it blocked from behind. Seth Axum back in here and a three by Lynch at the buzzer. Tate Lynch hits a three at the buzzer here. Sorry, got confused. And 19-15 at the end of the first here. That was a fast quarter. I did not even realize where we were in the quarter. Up and down, not very many fouls. 19-15 at the quarter break. Regina, 16 of their points by Wallace and Linton. 3 there at the end by Lynch on the inbounds pass is the difference. 2 points to Dangler, 5 for Cole Dalfeld, 4 for his brother Kale, 2 for Iskey, and 2 for Laughlin. So West Liberty in it here without their 2 leading scorers. Seth Axum not scoring yet, and Dangler only with 2. That's a good sign for your Comets. See if they can pick it back up here on the defensive end as we go to the second quarter. Comet Activities Network boys basketball brought to you by South 6 Trucking. With a focus on reliability and efficiency, South 6 Trucking specializes in freight hauling services and offers a range of trucking solutions to meet the needs of its clients. Contact Brent Dalfeld at 319-631-0990 or Brian Dalfeld at 319-631-0991 for more information. West Liberty starts the second quarter with the ball. Delgado, Axum, Underbaki, Dangler, and Iskey out on the court. Underbaki, a 2-3 zone here by the Regals. Dangler gets to the high post, shot fake, shot up and over Ben Wade. Good shot there by Dangler, and pulls him back within 2, 19-17. West Liberty also switches up into a 2-3 zone. Both teams going to have to adjust a little bit on the offensive end. They get to Ben Wade at the high post. He almost airmails that one, but caught by Nick Pond. Litton gets inside position. Shot up a little strong. Rebounded by Underbaki. Dangler brings it in the front court. Waits, a little pause, and steps through. Shot a little bit hard off the backboard. But a good hesitation move to get into that middle of that 2-3 zone. They get it over to Drew Grieve on the left side. Cross court to Nick Pond. Nick Pond drops it down to Linton, who drops it to Tate Wallace. And they get the easy bucket. Regina going to the short corner, then a diving Wallace. West Liberty's going to either have to anticipate that and cut it off or start to change up the defense a little bit. Dangler in this 2-3 zone in the middle, kicks it out to Underbaki. Underbaki for throw. That was hard off the iron for 3. Dangler chases down the rebound in the corner, though, and back out to Axum. Axum drives the lane, kicks it out to Delgado. Delgado, no good on the 3. Dangler with the rebound. Shot fake, up and good. 21-19. This is a very patient Comet offense so far tonight. Like to see it, as they have been improving throughout the year. Grieve cross court to Nick Pond. Nick Pond thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Back to Grieve. He will take the 3. No good. Backside rebound. Seth Axum grabs it. Does what you shouldn't do is save it underneath your opponent's basket, but does go to Dangler. Dangler has it up top. Tries to split the defense. Gets it tapped away by Nick Pond. He's going to try the breakaway. Axum gets back and thought he got a little bit of a clean block there, but they're going to say he got him on the arm.
First personal, team's first of the second quarter. At the line for the
First team foul the second quarter. First foul for Seth Axum. Going to the line will be Connor Nickpon for 2. And he hits the first. Makes it a 3-point lead, 22-19. Cole Dalfelt back in here for Cameron Iskey. Nickpon to shoot again. And misses the second, but no box out on Tate Wallace as he is able to grab the rebound. He goes in, powers his way in, and Dangler tried to take the charge, but ref just tells him, get up. Nice try, though. 24-19. Regina out to a 5-point lead. They had an early 6-point lead, but this is the first time they've been able to get a couple buckets separation. This 2-3 zone, stifling a little bit of the West Liberty offense. They kick it over to Delgado on the right side into Dangler. Underbaki cuts baseline, nothing going to the right side. Delgado, 4, 3, 2, 1, shot up. No good, hits the back iron. Linton with the rebound. Grieved with it, gives it to Linton. He tries to drive in, shot up, no good. Rebound to Wallace. Got to get those defensive rebound, boys. And a walk there by Ben Wade will turn it over. 4:40 to go here in the second quarter, 24-19. Regina leads. Delgado brings it across half court. Over to Dalfelt. Over to Axum. And Litton steps in front of that pass. Drives in. Cole Dalfelt ends up giving up the foul. His second. And Linton will go to the line to shoot 2.
heading to the line for the Eagles, number 22, Will Linton.
24-19, Regina leads here, 4:24 to go. Linton hits the first, that makes it 25-19. West Liberty's got to get some buckets here. Camden Crease coming in, the freshman for the Comets. Dangler going to take a seat real quick. Linton with the shot and makes a second. And now a 7-point lead, biggest lead of the night so far for either team. 26-19, little pressure by the Regals. West Liberty breaks it, Axum drives the lane, kicks it to Delgado, got a wide open three and hits it. Joseph Delgado with the big three. 26-22. Cross court to Grieve. Down to the short corner with Tate Wallace. He tries to bully Camden Crease in. Did a nice job of staying straight up, but Tate Wallace goes up and over him for the shot. Kind of moved him out of the way. Laughlin was looking for the charging call. Axum tries to leave that one short for Camden Crease and gets nothing. Passed it out of bounds. Brady Laughlin coming in for Jake Underbaki. Laughlin still pleading his case for a foul on that last possession. Brady Laughlin checks in. 2-3 zone here by the Comets, down 28-22. Nick Pond fires a bullet of a pass to Litton, gets him up and in for 2. And it's 30-22. Delgado has it up top. West Liberty's got to get their offense started a little bit lower. They're getting really high against this zone, letting them kind of dictate the pace of play. Cole with it up top. Now to Delgado. Into Seth Axum in the middle of the lane. Kicks it to Brady Laughlin along 2 and makes it. Brady Laughlin with a big bucket. 30-24. They kick it cross court. Grieve takes the 3, short, and rebound by Laughlin. Dalfelt with it. He's going to bring it across. Need a big bucket here. That'd be good to get it back to a couple possession game. Delgado has it. To Dalfelt and to Seth Axum. Seth thought about the middle of the zone shot. Nothing going. Back out to Dalfelt and to Camden Cress with a bunch of Regals around him. And they're going to get Will Litton on the foul. Good reversal and getting the ball in to Camden Cress. Camden Crease is going to shoot 2. Litton with the foul. That's his second. Crease misses the first. Tate Lynch comes back in. He had a big 3 at the end of the quarter. Riker Dangler back in for Seth Axum. Camden misses the second free throw. Lynch with the rebound. And still a 6-point lead for the Regals, 30-24. Lynch over on the left-hand side. Cross court to Grieve. 2-3 zone. Wallace at the high post. Kicks out to Nick Pond. They're trying to get Wade in the short corner. Now they got him looking for Wallace. They get the pass through. Wallace gets a shot up and in. He is on fire tonight. He's got 16 already for the Regals, and it's 32-24. They're going to have to keep him off the boards, keep him off the scoring. Dalfelt has it, kicks it to Delgado, a long 3, hard off the iron, rebound by Grieve. Delgado rushes back. They get it up to Nick Pond, who gets the bucket. Just the second bucket not scored by Litton or Wallace tonight for the Regals, but now they've opened up a 10-point lead. Dalfelt has it on the left-hand side. 2-3 zone has stifled West Liberty a little bit. Delgado gets it into Dangler, who turns from the free throw line and hits. That will help loosen things up a little bit. Timeout by Coach Laughlin as he wants to talk it over. 34-26. Off of that Dangler make, he's got 8 points now, 6 in the second quarter. He's the key there. If they can get into him in the high post at the free throw line, no one comes up, he can just turn around and shoot that. If they do come up, get some cutters and try to drop it down to them. $1:19 to go in the quarter. Going to try to keep track of the clock better this quarter. That last quarter snuck up on me. It went so fast. This game moving along pretty quickly tonight as well. Again, Tim Foley bringing the action tonight. West Liberty at Regina. Regina with a 8-point lead, 34-26. Regina won 51-50 in their previous meeting on January 7th. In the girls' game earlier tonight, Regina won 70-36. That concludes West Liberty's regular season. They finish at 9-12 and 4-8 for the girls. Drew Grieve will bring it across for Regina with an 8-point lead. He kicks it off to Nick Pond. West Liberty back in the 2-3 zone. We got Axum, Cole Dalfelt, Dangler, Brady Laughlin, Cameron Kress in the game for the Comets. They get in the high post to Tate Wallace. They kick it over to Lynch. Lynch up top to Nick Pond. Nick Pond to Wallace and blocked by Camden. Nice job there on the defensive end. Now they kick it up top to Dangler to Dalfelt on the left-hand side. They're trying to get into the high post. Regina doing a good job taking that away, just passing it back and forward. Now they get into Seth Axum, back out to Dalfelt, back to Sex. Seth down below to Camden. Camden with the rebound. Misses another shot. And rebound by Regina, 34-26. Kick it over to Tate Lynch down to the short corner of Ben Wade. Ben Wade up top. Up top to Connor Nickpon. They're going to take a timeout with 12.9 seconds to go here, and a chance first timeout by Regina. See if they can get a play set up for the last shot of the quarter. 8-point lead for Regina. Be a good time for a little defensive stand, maybe a steal, get a little breakout here to get within 6 or 5 would be nice at the halftime. Wade, Litton, Wallace, Nickpon, and Grieve out for the Regals. Wade passed into Grieve. 12.9 seconds to go. They get over to Wade. They're back to Grieve. To Nickpon. To Grieve. Grieve from the top of the key for 3. No. Litton goes up and gets it, but they're going to call that on West Liberty. I'm not sure about that. It looked like that was a lob pass. Litton came over the top of Brady Laughlin. And they're going to call that on Laughlin, but Litton was the one who came from behind and pushed into Laughlin. Litton's going to get the first free throw. And it's 35-26. Both Laughlin's father and son could not get a good explanation there. Rebound goes to Dangler. 0 seconds left. He shoots it from half court. Nothing going. Maybe got that shot off. I'm not sure, but it wouldn't have counted. It didn't count anyways. Linton makes one of the 2 free throws. 35-26 at halftime. On that last play, it was Grieve was at the top of the key. It looked like he was shooting 3. It was almost like the old Iowa shooting the lob play. Litton came from the backside and went right over the top of Laughlin. They call the foul on him. But Litton only makes 1 of 2, and it's a 9-point lead at halftime here. I'm going to step away for a little bit, be back and give you some halftime stats and scores here in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, at halftime here. 4:21 to go at halftime. Want to make sure we get our sponsors read here. Tonight and all season long, West Liberty Boys basketball sponsored by South 6 Trucking. With a focus on reliability and efficiency, South 6 Trucking specializes in freight hauling services and offers a range of trucking solutions to meet the needs of its clients. Contact Brent Dowfelt at 319-631-0990 or Brian Dowfelt at 319-631-0991 for more information. Thank you, South 6 Trucking, for your support of West Liberty Boys basketball. Common Activities Network is also sponsored by Brad Akers with Robertson Real Estate, Iowa City Orthodontics, Wheelie Chevrolet, West Liberty Athletic Booster Club, West Liberty State Bank, Feldman Performance Gym, Craig Jones Trucking, and West Liberty Golf and Country Club. As we are here at halftime tonight, close game between these two, 35-26, 9-point lead at half is a little run by Regina in the middle there. Gives them a 9-point lead as we head to the third quarter. Scores for the Regals, just 4 people in the scorebook tonight. 3 points for Connor Nickpon, 3 points for Tate Lynch, 16 for Tate Wallace, and 13 for Will Litton, as they have worked the high-low game, actually low to high. They got in short corner against the zone defense and into the hands of Wallace or Litton, cutting from the high post, and have been able to be effective with that with their height, decided height advantage with Litton and Wallace on the night. West Liberty led in scoring by Riker Dangler. He had 6 in the second quarter to have 8 for the game so far. 5 for Cole Dowfelt, 4 for Cale Dowfelt, 2 for Cameron Iskey, 2 for Brady Laughlin, 2 for Caden Laughlin, and a 3 by Joseph Delgado. If there's a bright spot there, Seth Axum, their second leading scorer, has not scored yet, so get him started a little bit, get the ball flowing for him. Get a chance to get back into this one, down 9 here at halftime. Both teams coming back out onto the court tonight. Boys will be back at it Thursday night. I think by then the weather should be out of the way. They'll be up at Anamosa on Thursday night for a basketball game, final game of the regular season. I believe the Iowa High School Athletic Association let out the matchups today, but I did not see. There we go, postseason brackets. 2A brackets. Let's see here. See if I can figure this out here. Looks like West Liberty will face Wilton, and the winner will face Northeast in Substate number 4, District 8. On the other side of the bracket will be Lisbon and Comanche, and they will face Monticello. The winner of that game will face Monticello. Regina will get a bye. They will host the winner of Beckman Catholic versus Durant. And then Tipton and West Branch will play on the top side of that bracket, and they will go to play at Grundy Center, the winner of that game. And that will be Substate 4, District 7. So there is a chance that these two teams can meet one more time should West Liberty and Regina win their district and advance to the Substate title game. We'll see if that transpires. But I got the date of those first-round games will be next Monday. So West Liberty, I believe, will be at Wilton next Monday night at the district basketball game. And we will get started here with the second half as the balls are all getting put into the cage. And here we go. 35-26, Regina leads at half. I believe it will be the starters again for the Comets. And the Regals will be their normal starting lineup. As Wallace will inbound here, as Regina will have it to start the quarter. Up 9. West Liberty defense going to have to clamp down on Wallace and Linton as those two are leading the way for the Regals. Already almost matched their season averages. They dump it down to Linton. Going against Laughlin, he gets a little easy bucket in there, and 2 for him. That's 15 on the game, and they've got an 11-point lead. Cole Dalfelt brings it across half court. Man-to-man defense now here by the Regals. Cale Dalfelt tries to drive a little bit, nothing going. Kicks it to Seth Axum, over to Cole on the left side. Now to Cale up top, picked up by Nick Pond. Drive, kick over to Cole, left wing. Dalfelt goes baseline, and that's tipped out of bounds off of Litton. 6 seconds on the shot clock, 7:12 to go here in the third quarter. Dalfelt to inbound, gets it to Axum. Axum, 5 on the shot clock. Good drive by Cole Dalfelt, good hard drive. They're going to call it on the ground. And a foul call on Will Litton, that's his third. And so he's going to have to sit. Good news for the Comets. The second leading scorer out. Tate Lynch back in. So you take Linton out. Reset the shot clock at 35 seconds. Dalfelt into Dalfelt, but that's tapped away by Grieve. He's going to go up for the layup. Dangler tried to block that, but no good. Drew Grieve gets his first 2 of the game, and it's now a 13-point lead. West Liberty got to get a bucket here. Laughlin drives, leaves it for Axum. Axum, a little hesitation move, gets it blocked by Ben Wade from behind and out of bounds. It'll be West Liberty ball underneath the basket. Decided height advantage right now for the Regals. Dangler trying to post up Wallace. They're going to kick it out high to Dangler. Dangler goes up high. He's got some hops there. Dangler to Dalfelt. To other Dalfelt. Cole with it up top. He pulls it back out. Resets the offense. Gives it to Cale. A little pick and roll with Dangler. Nothing going. Back to Cole. Seth wanted it down low. They couldn't get it to him. Dangler with a deep 3 from the 10-foot line. Hits off the front of the rim. Dalfelt goes after the rebound, but couldn't get to it. Shot clock was winding down. 2 seconds on the clock, and Dalfelt had to fire. Good man-to-man defense by the Regals is frustrating the Comet offense. 39-26. Regina brings it across half court. West Liberty's going to have to turn it up on the defensive end as well. Maybe get some sprint out. Seth Axum rises up and taps that one out of bounds. Almost got the steal. 39-26. Regina with the lead. Drew Grieve with it. Cross court to Lynch. Lynch drives in. Nothing going. To Grieve. Dumps it to Wallace. Dangler's there to meet him, but they get it cross court to Lynch. And Lynch gets a 2. And a driving layup there, attempt by, they're going to count that. Dangler from behind gets the rebound, driving layup attempt, no good, but Dangler goes up and hits the shot and gets the foul on Wallace. Going to be honest with you, that was sort of like the Litton play earlier. Dangler came from behind and probably should have been on him, but we'll take it. 41-29. They're not going to call it. Just plow into their back and get the rebound. Get it over to Lynch on the left-hand side. 2-3 zone, 2-1-2 zone. They're kind of spotting Wallace in the middle, not trying to deny him the ball with Dangler. And tap pass in between. They get it out to Drew Grieve. Cross court to Lynch. Lynch shoots for 3. No good. Good rebound on the backside by Dalfelt. That's Cole. Cole's going to bring it up on the right-hand side. They get to Axum on the left-hand side. He's got Wallace on him. Axum thinks about driving, kicks it, gets it tapped out of bounds by Grieve as he tried to leave it off for Laughlin. 5:06 to go here in the third quarter, 41-29. 12-point Regina lead. They have, besides the hoop and the harm the last time down, West Liberty has been struggling to get their offense going. Dangler with it up top. Looking to drive, set up the play. Here we go. Axum up top. Came through a double screen. Little drive to the elbow. Little fadeaway jumper, no good. In and out, halfway down, back out. Grieve drives in. Kicks it to Lynch. He waits for the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to Wallace in the high post. He goes cross court to Grieve. Now they try to get to Wade as he cuts across the baseline, and Laughlin is there. Good steal by Laughlin. They kick it in the corner to Axum. Nothing going on the fast break. They kick it up to, now they kick it down to Axum. Axum with double team down there. They're going to get Wallace as he reaches in and hits him on the hand. That's Wallace's second. Joseph Delgado coming in for Cale Dalfeld. Dangler brings it in. Get into Dangler up top, 41-29, 4:21 to go. New shot clock for the Regals off the foul. Dangler drives, leaves it for Delgado. He kicks it in the left-hand corner, nothing going. Now stuck up top to Cole Dalfeld. Cole dribbling, gets down to Seth Axum. He's got Nick Pond posted up, and Axum up and in for two. Down to a 10-point lead, 41-31. See if we can get another defensive stop here for the Comets. Grieve drives it right side. Cross court, Axum almost gets that pass. Nick Pond has it, cross court. Litton has come back in, and Grieve hits the three. So big if they can get their outside shot going. That makes it 44-31. Again, the Dangler at the high post. He turns and hits. Dangler now with 13 on the night. Down 11, 44-33. Grieve with it. They're going to try to dump it down to Linton. Nothing going. Good defense there. Keeping out of Linton and Wallace's hands, but Linton gets in the corner, drives in, and gets a bucket up and in. They've been able to solve Wallace so far, but Linton with 4 points in the quarter. Axum drives in against the height, kicks it to Delgado in the corner. Delgado long off the iron, rebound on the backside by Axum. He looks more active in this quarter. Tries to drive in, nothing going. Kick it down to Delgado, shot fake, nothing happening. Kicks it back out. 23 on the shot clock. Axum over to Dalfeld. 2-3 zone here, gets to Delgado in the corner, thought about the three, a little bit hesitating, gets into Caden Laughlin, in for two. Good hesitation and drop down to Caden, and the shot up and in. 46-35. Need a stop on the defensive end. The 2-3 zone, they get into Linton up top, and good job by Delgado, goes from behind and gets the steal, but he can't hit the layup, and then Axum goes up for the rebound. They're going to call a foul here. And they're going to get it on Nick Pond. No, Drew Grieve they called the foul on as Axum. It will stay here with West Liberty. Delgado had a wide open layup, and Axum did a nice job of blocking off the defender, but just moving a little too fast. Couldn't quite get the shot up. Cam Iskey and Camden Crees in. They kick it out to Iskey on the inbounds play to Dangler. Dangler, Axum, Delgado, Crease, and Iskey in. Dangler tries to drive the lane, gets stopped, kicks it to Axum. Axum drives in, good bounce pass to Camden, and Camden up and in for two. So a stop, and now back down to a 9-point lead, same as halftime. See if we can go on a little run here with 1:40 to go. Get some defensive stops. They kick across court to Grieve, drops down to Wallace. Crees with a good block on Wallace, and Wallace again empty on the trip. West Liberty with a chance to cut into it. Axum for three. That's going to be short off the iron. Long rebound goes to Nick Pond. He brings it up. Axum picks him up. Axum been running around all over the place to score, a little tired. They kick it out to Nick Pond. Over to Grieve. Down to Wallace. Wallace bounce pass to Wade. Wade gets underneath the basket, but fortunately can't control it and travels. Seth Axum going to take a break here as Jake Underbaki comes in. Laughlin saw what I saw. Axum just hustling all over the place and tired. 46-37. Chance to cut into this 9-point lead. Dangler gets it across half court. He's picked up by Nick Pond. Run the screen for Delgado on the right side, then to Iski. Looking to get into crease, nothing going. Dangler up top for three. Hard off the iron, no good, and it hits the top of the backboard. Out of bounds. Good looking open shot. Dangler just couldn't hit it. Crest was in the right spot, just couldn't quite get it either. As it went up and over the backboard. Grieve with it up top, 30 seconds on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. They could do the high-low to Ben Wade, and he gets his first points of the night. High-low to Ben Wade, and he gets a points. Now we got to get something on the offensive end for the Comets. 48-37. Dangler drives, nothing going. Kicks it to Delgado. Delgado thought about the three, thought better of it. Kicks it to Underbaki. Underbaki likes the three, no good. Camden Kreese gets the rebound, kicks it back out to Underbaki. Thought about the three again. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Delgado has it. Now to Dangler. Dangler 3, 2, 1. Shot fake goes up. Gets a shot fake. Throws up the three and gets the foul on Wallace. So Dangler will go to the line to shoot three. Kind of a deep three. Got Regina bailed him out there. 0.1 left on the clock, so Dangler will shoot three and hits the first. (48-38). Dangler hits the second. 48-39. Axum going to check back in. Misses it. Kreese with the rebound and throws up a shot, but it's late. So after three, it's still a 9-point lead. 48-39. 9-point lead, so nothing changed much in that third quarter. West Liberty's going to have to mount a comeback here in the fourth. Dangler, a nice quarter there. 7 points. He's got 15 in the game so far. Axum gets on the board with 2 in that quarter. Laughlin and Kress with 2 as well. As we go to the fourth quarter here. Thank you to South 6 Trucking for sponsoring boys basketball on the Comet Activities Network. Along with the rest of the sponsors for the Comet Activities Network, Brad Akers with Robertson Real Estate, Iowa City Orthodontics, Wheelie Chevrolet, West Liberty Athletic Booster Club, West Liberty State Bank, Feldman Performance Gym, Craig Jones Trucking, and West Liberty Golf and Country Club. And Dangler's going to bring it across half court as West Liberty starts the ball here in the fourth. Going to need a comeback. Dangler, Iski, Delgado, Kreese, and Underbaki in the game right now. Dangler still dribbling around outside, trying to look for someone to get open. Iski ends up with it. He drives the lane, gets it knocked away from him, gets it back. Shot up, nothing going. Gets it back out to Dangler. Dangler shot fake, drives on Linton. They're going to get Linton with a... Got his hand up there. Got caught by that shot fake, and that's going to be his fourth. That has been helpful. They kept Wallace off the scoreboard in the third, did the Comets. Linton had 4, but then had to sit because he got his third. Now he's got his fourth, and he's got to sit again. They give it into Underbaki, back to Iski. Left-hand side, Iski dribbling around. They're looking to get into Camden. Nothing going. Drive, and Iski shuffled his feet there as he tried to get it to Dangler. I'm not sure what's going on the offensive end there for the Comets. They looked both times they had the ball, just a little confused. Nick Pond over to Grieve. They're trying to get it, that high-low combination with Wallace and Wade. Axum going to check in for the Comets on the next whistle. They kick it cross-court to Lynch. Nick Pond up top. Over to Grieve. Grieve drives the lane. Little 10-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound goes off of Wallace and will go to West Liberty. Good stop there by the Comets. Need to get a couple more. Delgado's going to inbound it, or Dangler will inbound to Delgado, and back to Dangler. Dangler brings it across the half court. See what he can do with it here. Man-to-man defense by the Regals. Leave it for Axum as they try to get the offense going here. Axum drives. Gets it to Delgado on the right side. Now to Dangler. 48-39. The ball is kind of staying in the same location all possession. Dangler now gets it. Loses control. Goes off of Seth's hands and out of bounds. And turnover on the Comets. Nick Pond will bring it across half court. Over to Lynch. They drop it down to Wade. Wade to Lynch. Up top to Nick Pond. West Liberty in a 2-1-2. Grease trying to keep the ball out of Wallace's hands. They do get the high-low action to Wade that time. He kicks to the corner to Grieve, though, as they cut him off on the baseline. Nick Pond drives. Nothing going. Cross court to Lynch. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Wade drives in. Shot no good as Camden holds his ground and gets that block. They kick it to the right side to Dangler. Got 2 stops now. Got to get some points. And they're going to get Ben Wade on the defensive end there. Call's starting to go.
Regina's number 23, Ben Wade. That's his first personal.
His first personal, team second. Delgado gets it into Camden. Back to Delgado in the corner. Back to Dangler. Up to Underbaki, who thought about the 3 at the top of the key. Now to Dangler. Dangler Delgado on the left-hand side. Axum's trying to body up. Delgado with a nice spin move. Shot up, no good. Had the move, just couldn't finish it. Ben Wade with the rebound. Dalfelt coming in. Nick Pond brings it across. They're going to take their time with a 9-point lead. Regina, though, gets it to Lynch for 3 in the corner, and he hits. He's had some timely buckets for the Regals tonight, and he makes it a 12-point lead. Axum with it up top. Axum drives the lane. Kicks it out to Underbaki. That's going to be short from 3. Dangler with the rebound. Bounces off of Wallace. Wallace saves it. Gets it to Grieve. Grieve's going to bring it in. Kicks it over to Wallace in the corner, but he loses control. And that ends up with a foul as Nick Pond and Axum both go for it. And Nick Pond ends up in the front row, almost sitting in Mrs. Nave's lap over there. And they're going to call that on Nick Pond, his team's third of the quarter. Dangler will bring it across, down 12. West Liberty needs buckets. Cole Dalfelt with it up top. Gets it to Dangler. Dangler's going to drive on Wade. Gets into the lane, then puts up a shot late, and they're going to get Wade on the foul call. Got him a little bit on the hand. Dangler looks stopped there. Then just need to kind of came down a little bit and got Dangler just enough. Dangler misses the first. 51-39. Here in the fourth, 4:29 to go. And Dangler misses the second, but rebound ends up in Cole Dalfelt's hands, and he gets a 2 and a quick timeout by Coach Laughlin. Cole's first point since the first quarter. Way to be in the right place, right time for Cole there. Good hustle. 51-41, down 10. Now West Liberty did what they needed to do for the first 3.5 minutes of the quarter. They only gave Regina 1 bucket. The problem is they couldn't score themselves. So still a 10-point lead. See if we can change that over the last 4.5 here. Keep the Regals off the board and start getting some points maybe with some more in transition, get some steals, get out and get some easy buckets. They've had some good looks, just haven't been able to make them. Have the Comets. 48-39 here at the third, and now 51-41 in the fourth. Will be Regina basketball. They have Litton checks back in with 4 fouls. Wallace has been kept scoreless in the second half. Greaves going to bring it across half court. And they leave it for Nick Pond. Wallace playing that high post. Linton playing the low cutter in the short corner. Laughlin trying to cut him off. They get to Litton. They get outside to Nick Pond. Seth Axum anticipates that pass and gets it. And an easy 2. That's what we need. Good job there by Seth Axum. 8-point lead now. Regina's going to take their time. West Liberty needs to try to hurry them up a little bit with some pressure, good pressure defense. Anticipate those passes. Dangler tried to sell out on that one. Nick Pond up top. Gets it into Wallace. Wallace drives on Laughlin. Laughlin with a good swipe at the ball, but ends up back in Wallace's hand. He gets his first bucket of the second half. And Dangler, in a typical Dangler drive, kind of carried it like a football through the lane and then lofted up two-handed in and good. 53-45. 8-point lead for Regina as West Liberty tries to make this comeback. Lynch in the corner. Nothing going up top. Nick Pond has it again. He's been able to drive the lane a couple of times here. Lynch drops it down for Litton, but way high and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to West Liberty. 53-45. Tate Lynch out. Ben Wade in. Cole Dalfelt, Delgado, Dangler, Laughlin, and Axum. Dangler lets it bounce away before he picks it up. 3:05 to go in the game. Dalfelt with it, tries to give it to Seth Axum. Over to Dangler. He's got Wallace on him. Dangler drives. Big jump, hop step. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Grieve. Litton with it, gets up to Wallace. Wallace met there by Laughlin. Good job by the Comet defense not to give up a layup, but Regina willing to pull it out and just take time. 8-point lead here. They're going to play pass around the outside. They can take this down to just over 2 minutes to go in the game with an 8-point lead if they're patient. Wallace with it at the high post. He drives in, tries to jump it down. They're going to call a foul there on West Liberty on Laughlin as he moved him out of the way. First team foul, first personal foul. They drop it into Linton. Linton goes up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Laughlin. He's got it. Controls the break. Gets it over to Cole Dalfelt. 2:12 to go. Down 8. West Liberty needs to get some buckets. Dalfelt drives on Linton. Nothing going there. Stopped up top to Laughlin. Over to Delgado. To Dangler up top. Dangler going to drive on Wade. Hesitates in the lane and hits it. 47-53. 6-point lead now. West Liberty trying to come back here. Nick Pond over to Wade. Up top. Nick Pond has it. Gets a tap by Delgado. That was a close call. Grieve with it on the right side. Down to Litton. Regina looks a little stalled in their offense. Everybody's a little tired. Grieve with a pull-up jumper, and he makes it. That's a big bucket for Regina, 55-47. Axum drives, kicks it out to Delgado. Delgado for 3. There we go. Joseph Delgado with a big 3. Makes it a 5-point lead and a quick timeout by Coach Laughlin. Laughlin, 55-50. 30-second timeout. I think this might be his last one. They don't have the timeouts left up on the board right now, but 1:08 to go. 5-point lead for the Regals, 55-50. West Liberty with the last 5 points here. No, not the last 5 points. A 2 by Drew Grieve, I guess, there. But that was a big three-pointer from Delgado. If he gets the looks, he's got to take them. West Liberty's going to come out and press a little bit. 1:08 to go. 4 fouls for the Regals, so the next foul will be 2 shots for the Comets, but the Comets got only 1 team foul. So they're going to extend this game. They're going to have to foul quickly. They get the ball into Nick Pond. They get the trap, and they get the tap, but out of bounds. Still remain Regal ball. Good job by the defense there to get the tip, though. They get it in the corner with Grieve. Grieve is stuck there. If they just hold him, they get to Wallace. Now up to Nick Pond. They get it across. And they get to Wade underneath the basket. No one there. He gets it almost stripped away, and Dalfelt with the foul. That'll be Cole's third. Team's second. Grieve will take it out of bounds. Wallace cuts through. They don't find him. They get over to Nick Pond in the corner. Dalfelt's going to foul him. He's got 4. That's a third team foul. Can't worry about your fouls now. Just got a foul. 2-3 zone up top. They get into Grieve, and Laughlin comes out and fouls. Caden's second. Team's fourth. 51 seconds to go, 51.5. 51.5. Next foul will be 2 free throws. Extend the game here for the Comets unless they can get a steal. And timeout by Litton. Standing right next to the coach. Coach just tells him to take a timeout on the sideline out of bounds. 55-50. West Liberty within 5. Closest they've been since the first quarter. With 50 seconds to go here, 51.5 seconds to go, need a steal or some missed free throws to extend the game a little bit. Here in the fourth quarter, a 30-second timeout. They'll get him back out on the court. Both teams kind of a slog through the second half. 55-50. Litton with the inbounds play here. They get into Grieve, and Delgado fouls him real quick. And that will be the 5th team foul. That'll be 2 shots now for Grieve. Drew Grieve at the line. Big free throws here for the Regals, and he misses the first. Now you got to box out. Wade and Wallace, a decided height advantage. Laughlin and Dangler got to get a good box out. All 4 of them got to go rebound. Grieve with the shot and makes a second. So 6-point lead, 56-50. Dangler lets the ball drift up. Picks it up, drives into the lane, trying to get a quick shot. Nothing going. Gets out to Laughlin. Laughlin drives against Wade. Nothing happening to Dangler. 39 seconds. Dangler in. Turn around. Shot up. No good. Rebound to Regina. Litton gets it out to Grieve. And they're going to foul Grieve there. Dangler fouls him with 26 seconds to go. Grieve will shoot 2. 56-50 still. Dangler, his first foul. Grieve with the big free throw last time. Does hit this one. Grieve has had the last 4 points for the Regals, and those 4 points, big points right now. 57-50. Shot up and misses it. Dangler with the rebound. 25 seconds to go. He drives up, leaves it for Axum. Axum drives in, tries to get it, gets it to Cole Dalfelt for 3. Oh, in and out, no good. Ben Wade with the rebound, and they're going to foul him. And 13 seconds to go, 7-point lead here for the Regals. And Wade will go to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal.
Kane Laughlin's third personal. Comets gave good fight here, but starting to run out of time. 57-50. Wade with the shot and makes it. 58-50. Underbaki in. Laughlin out. Wade misses it. Underbaki gets the rebound. 10 seconds to go. Dangler drives. Shot up. Blocked from behind by Grieve, but a foul call on Drew Grieve. That'll be the team's fifth. Dangler go to the line to shoot 2. 6.7 seconds to go. 8-point lead for the Regals. Dangler to the line, and he gets 1. 58-51. Put the pressure on right away. Get a steal, get a 3. Dangler misses a second, trying to get the hard rebound. Wallace rebounds it, and he's just going to hold on to it. That's going to be the game. And 58-51. Regina will win the game, and they are the River Valley South Conference champions with a 1-game lead over Mid Prairie as they finish 11-1 in the conference, 18-3 overall. West Liberty will drop to 10-10 and 5-7 in the conference. And let's get some final point totals for you. For the Regals, Connor Nickpon ends up with 3. Drew Grieve scores all of his points in the second half, and he ends up with 9 on the game. 9 big points in the second half because they didn't get the output from Wallace and Litton that they got in the first half. 18 points overall for Tate Wallace, just 2 of those in the second half. 17 points for Litton, 4 of those in the second half. Ben Wade ends up with 3 points in the second half, those big points as well. Tate Lynch ends up with 8 points overall, 5 of those in the second half. So more balanced effort out of the Regals in the second half. For your Comets, Camden Crease ends up with 2 points overall in the second half. 6 points for Delgado off 2 threes. 4 points for Caden Laughlin. 2 for Brady Laughlin. 2 for Cameron Iskey. 4 for Cale Dalfelt. 7 for Cole Dalfelt. 4 for Seth Axum. 19 total, 11 in the second, 20 total, 12 in the second half for Riker Dangler. And Tim Foley signing off tonight. Thank you for joining us. We will have, I believe, Thursday night's game at Anamosa, and I believe we will have Saturday night's game in the district final or district first round. But if you can, come out on Saturday night and support the girls basketball program as they take on Benton in the first round of the regional play in the postseason. Girls lose tonight 70-36 to Regina. Boys lose as well 58-51 as Regina gets the sweep tonight against your West Liberty Comets. We appreciate you listening tonight. Tim Foley signing off. Have a great night. Stay safe, everybody, with the snow coming tomorrow. Enjoy your snow day.